Hello, my name is Jennifer. I'm a psychedelic facilitator and an intuitive energetic coach, and I teach embodiment and self-actualization so that you can actually live while you're on this planet. Today, we're going to be doing a short heart coherence meditation. A heart coherence meditation is pivotal. Once you start practicing with your heart energy, you will notice ripples almost immediately out into your field and into your community. It's really a strong energy that can cause a lot of shifting in your life. So, if that sounds good, let's begin. I will be teaching this meditation on Instagram Live, if I can figure out how to do Instagram Live, next Wednesday morning starting at 7 a.m. and every week thereafter, as much as I can do it. I used to do this live in person in town in Taos where I live, and I think it's so great. So I wanted to bring it to online realms, to the interwebs. If you're interested in any private facilitation or coaching or group work or retreat work, go to my bio and DM me. My number is in the flyers. Reach out for more information. So let's get started. I'd like you to get rooted in your seat. Really feel your sits bones in your chair on the ground or your feet on the floor. Ultimately, just imagining that you can root down into the earth and imagining wherever you are that the earth is down there to connect to. I'd like you to breathe down into your hips, really expanding your lower belly. Whether you're male or female, imagining you can fill up your womb space. Fill up the chalice of your womb, the bowl of your pelvis, with your breath. Further enabling you to root down into the earth. And you can imagine that you can send a taproot down there. And as we're rooting, we can imagine that we can rise in our seat. I'd like you to imagine that up above your head, there's a beautiful, giant golden orb of sunny, sunny light. And this giant golden orb can originate from whatever divine source it is that you identify with. Whatever that larger than you and connectedness to all that is for you. And we can imagine that we are like trees. We are rooted down into the earth below, and we're rising up towards that sunny golden orb. And the top of our heads is like a beautiful tree. It's our tree limbs. And as we're breathing, I'd like you to imagine that on the in-breath, you can breathe this sunny golden light in through the top of your head. And imagine that you can shoot it down into your body, down through your central channel. And I'd like you to imagine that you can fill yourself up with this golden, beautiful light. You can imagine that this golden light that's originating from divine source is filled with balance and ease, curiosity, kindness. And as we're filling ourselves up, if there's any places of dis-ease in your body, just imagine sending some more of that golden light to those areas, and you can place a hand in those areas as well. Just imagine surrounding any dis-ease in this light. There are many applications for filling ourselves up in this way with this divine source light. But in this instance, I'd just like you to fill yourself up and imagine impregnating every cell, moving through your body, filling you up until you're absolutely plump with this golden light. Charging your cells with love and balance. Now, as you can see yourself positively bursting with this light, I'd like you to begin to pay attention to your heart space. And imagine breathing this light and this breath, just directing our attention to where our hearts live. If this is something you've never done before, it can be uncomfortable sometimes. And so just noticing. We're just noticing. And so I'd like you just to begin to breathe in and out into your heart. It's good to place your hands there. And just noticing what comes up as you're doing that. Noticing if any emotions arise. And as we do so, I'd like you to begin to imagine that just like we have this giant golden orb up above our heads, that we could breathe this light into our heart spaces and imagine that we could expand and contract our field of energy that comes from our hearts as we're filling up with this divine source. So as we're breathing in, we're expanding our heart space out. And imagine on the out breath, just breathing it back and just do that for a few breaths. Feeling that sensation. Imagining a ball of light breathing in and out of your heart. And again, just noticing what's coming up. Now I'd like you to start to imagine that you can expand this energy from your heart out around you with your breath. So imagine that you can expand this orb as far around you so that you have a beautiful bubble all around you. And we're still grounded. We still have our taproot. We're still connected up above to the divine source. We are a channel, and we're expanding our heart energy. Now, imagine that you can push that bubble and make it even bigger and expand it out around the building that you're in. If you're at your house or your work or wherever you are. Just make it bigger and expand it out around if there's any animals or humans that you live with. Or if there's not, maybe if there's neighbors near you, or if you're in a place where you can see other humans, just imagine that you can expand that beautiful heart energy out around them too. And that you're not taking in anything from them, but that your beautiful heart energy is expanding around others in such a loving way. Now, ultimately, I like to expand my heart energy out around the entire planet. And so I push and expand and breathe with my breath until I can imagine that I am holding the whole entire planet. And there are times when I use this energy as the heart warrior type energy, holding all of the strife and the hunger and the war and the dictators with loving, cathartic heart energy. Heart energy is not just soft and loving. It can be a warrior energy, it can be cathartic. So breathe it out. And imagine holding all of the suffering that you can comprehend or not comprehend. I like to imagine certain dictators' hearts being activated by my heart. Causing them to change. And this is a practice. This is not a one and done thing. But it's a worthy one. So start bringing your energy back to you. And imagine that it's cleared and clean. You're not bringing anybody else's strife into your system. The heart energy catalyzes everything and transmutes everything. And now I'd like you to imagine, as we're coming to a close, that you can extend your beautiful heart energy, your beautiful curiosity, compassion, kindness, and love to every part of you. If there's any dis-ease in your system, if there's any anxiety or pain, please send your heart energy to be right with it. That is also a practice. And one we will continue. I'd like you to breathe in through the top of your head, bringing that golden juicy light in through the top of your head, and I'd like you to shoot it down through each of your chakras as you go. And imagine rooting down into the planet, into our big, beautiful Mother Earth. It is there to hold us. We will continue to expand this practice. Please ground yourself before you go out into the world, but remember that this heart energy is available for you. And whenever you enter any situation, please connect with it. Take a deep breath, simple deep breath, and connect into your heart before you talk to anyone, before you engage with clients or patients or in hard conversations. Connect into your heart first. And it will definitely go easier. Might not fix it all, but it'll go easier. Have a beautiful day. We will continue to expand this practice and focus it differently sometimes. And I look forward to doing that with you. Thank you for being here. Reach out if you need help.